Good morning from what appears to be the busiest ship at sea. Okay, good morning and hello from a very busy MSC Virtuosa. So if you're new to my channel, I am currently on a 7-night cruise between Southampton and some of the northern cities, and today we are at sea all day. So in other words, we're not getting off the ship and we are travelling between Hamburg and Zeebrugge. So we dock in Zeebrugge tomorrow morning. So today we'll be on the ship all day, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you in this video. I'm going to take you out and show you what I'm doing today, and also maybe give you a couple of ideas for the kind of things that you could do if you were to look at booking a trip on Virtuosa or a trip on a similar ship from MSC. But what we probably should begin on is how busy this ship is this week. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it, and I think it's just due to the fact that it's New Year, the kids are off school, loads of people have obviously booked rooms that have got 3-4 beds in, and the ship feels so busy, like so busy, and to the point where I didn't book a speciality restaurant on the first night, and they've literally had to squeeze me in at an odd time today to just try and get me in. Today was the only time. They've got one time, one table for one day, and every other night it's completely fully booked. The spa is proven to be really difficult to actually get in, so I phoned them yesterday and they told me that for the rest of the week they were full, despite the fact that I've paid to have a spa pass added to my account before I cruised. Yeah, the main dining room, I think they've got 3 full sittings in there, so when you leave dinner, you open the door to literally an ocean of people waiting to come in for the 9:30 p.m. dinner sitting. I actually can't believe there is a sitting as late as 9:30 in the main dining room. And yeah, this morning at breakfast, so I mentioned the buffet a few days ago and how something up there wasn't really working, and I ordered a coffee, then ate breakfast, and after about 40-45 minutes had passed, I thought, right, do you know what, my coffee isn't going to come here, and unfortunately I just had to cancel my order and leave. But there were quite a lot of frustrated, notably Brits, up at the buffet this morning, and I think that's probably because we've now been on the ship. There's another announcement going as we speak. That's the other thing that seems to be happening all the time on here. But yeah, a lot of Brits on there who I think we've been on now for what, three days-ish. So I think it's getting to the point now where they're getting a little bit annoyed at not getting their coffee or their drinks arriving well after they've finished their meal. And what I would say is that another one. I'm going to come back to this in a sec because I think that announcement will probably be coming over this microphone, so let me pause and I'll come right back. Okay, I'm back, so hopefully that's the announcement's over now. One of the things on here, so when they do an announcement, they then repeat it in the multiple different languages. So if you do a cruise with, well, to be fair, the majority of ships, like P&O is a really good example where they mostly service like the UK market. So all of the announcements are in English, and then that's it. Whereas on here, you've got it in English, then it's in Italian, then it's in German, then it's in Spanish. So a 5-minute announcement does then kind of take 20-25 minutes sometimes to do the whole announcement, which, yeah, bit of a strange one. However, I've now got you to myself again, so bear with me. Now, where was I? I was talking about how busy the ship is, and the one thing that I would say, right, it is mobbed out there. There's no denying it. My pictures and my videos probably don't show the true extent of it because I am a little bit, well, I think you have to be, like, I'm just a bit funny about having people on my vlogs and having like people just on my videos and photos generally. I weirdly don't really like when people have me in the background of their photos and stuff, so yeah, I try to be as polite as possible by returning that favour, but take my word for it, this is not a quiet ship. That said, we're all on holiday, everyone is, pardon the pun, but we're all in the same boat, so the one thing that I would absolutely say, because in this situation, I think there's nothing else you can do but be really positive and enjoy the fact you are on an absolutely beautiful ship. And fine, if it takes you a bit longer to get a coffee, fine. Yes, it's not ideal, but do you know, I would much rather be here than be sitting at home. So maybe that's too positive an outlook to have, but Yeah, I wouldn't sugarcoat it to you guys to the point where I would come on here and say, look, there's absolutely not an issue, because some of you will get on it next week and say, well, hang on a minute, how did this guy not stand in a single queue? So to be honest, yeah, there are a few niggles, but look, honestly, I don't think it's anything to worry about. I think this is just a bit of an anomaly because it's so busy and it's a key event cruise, but yeah, watch this space because I'm actually back on Virtuosa again in 4 or 5 months. So I'm very keen to see how it changes in this time, because there has been quite a large change from when I did Norway in the summer to now. But anyway, enough about that. We're remaining positive in my plan for today. So there is a parade down in, where's the schedule here? There's a parade down in the Galleria, which I'm going to take you guys to, which is basically one of their showcasts. So it's doing a little piece in the atrium. Then I'm going to take you up and show you a couple of the different facilities. So personally, I don't use the water park and I also don't use the high ropes course on this ship, but quite a few people that I've met have asked me, oh, what's it like? What does it look like? What can you do? So I'm going to take you up and at least try and get some footage to give you a bit of an idea of at least what it looks like, and maybe you can imagine how you could spend your day up there. Now, I don't think either of them are open today because it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that we're in the channel and it is, what, the 2nd January, so the weather the weather is not water park weather by any stretch, so I would be amazed if that is open, but I'll take you up and we'll have a look. And then after that, I will be in the spa, and there's an afternoon theatre show today actually, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then finally, the thing before dinner I am delighted about. So I'm going to come back to the room and talk to you properly about this later because there's only so long that you will want to listen to me in this bit. But tonight is the first Solo Traveller hosted meetup. Now, I, in my last video, was definitely probably a little bit negative about the fact that, yeah, we're still sitting together at dinner, but there isn't that second thing, which is like the drinks event where you can just casually meet all of the solos. So honestly, I couldn't be happier that that's back on, because so many cruise lines that I've been on this year, I find that did weird, last year now I guess, so in 2022, so many cruise lines just still are not supporting solo travellers the way that we need them to. And the fact MSC are now back to, or well, not back to, they are still doing this hosted meetup on board. It's just so good. So I'm really looking forward to that. But look, from there, I'll bring you back to the room and I guess we'll walk through the plan for tonight, because I'm actually really excited tonight because I'm doing a speciality restaurant and also doing one of the premium shows on here as well. So tonight is going to be a bit of a different night, which is great. But look, I guess for now, let us get up and, well, we'll go down to the Galleria to see the parade, and then we'll head up to the top deck, go for a walk, and have a look at the water park and the high ropes. Okay, so I am now up on the top deck and it is a very, very windy top deck today, so I'm hoping that this audio is going to actually pull through for you guys. But in order to help you get your bearings where we are right now, okay, so if you're looking at this ship, we are right at the very, very top, so I think this is probably, what, like deck 18 or something. And behind you can maybe see a little bit of smoke coming out. That means that we are directly behind the main funnel on the ship. And spinning around the other side, you've got the wake. So that behind is essentially the back of the ship, and the wake is basically just the, I guess, the movement in the water that the ship makes as it moves. So up here you have got the ropes course, which is sort of going around the whole area at the moment, and then you've got the water park tucked in behind. Now, amazingly, today it's 7 degrees Celsius, and I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, so yeah, unfortunately, if you are watching this from America, I'm really sorry, I probably should learn that translation. But I can't believe that on a day where it's 7 degrees, this is actually open. I honestly don't think you could pay me money to go in there. Yeah, it would be absolutely Baltic, I reckon. But hey, look, I am gonna cut to some shots, take you in there, show you around, because I think if you brought me on here as a child and showed me all of those chutes and those, like, just everything in there, I think it would honestly be amazing as a kid. So let me take you in, show you around, and after that I am going to retreat back inside for what I would argue, at least, to be a very well-earned coffee. So we'll see you back inside. Okay, so I've just popped back to the room to grab a jumper after being in the thermal suite down at the spa, and you know what, there's something, I'm probably pretty red right now, there's something very relaxing about being in a sauna or in a steam room on a ship. Oh, it's lovely, because when you're sitting in the room, you kind of feel the ship swaying, because where the spa is on this ship is at the very front of deck 5, which is obviously where the ship sort of goes up and down a little bit with the waves, I guess. So yeah, really, I'd really recommend that. It was busy, but yeah, it was excellent. Now, the reason that I've jumped back to get a jumper is because the buffet, as we know, has got quite a lot of people in it. So what I'm trying to think of now is actually, when a ship is this busy, what kind of things can you do to, I guess, beat the fact that you have to be in queues and to try and beat those kind of more frustrating things? One of them for me is that I am struggling to find a table in the restaurant. So what I'm going to try today, not the restaurant, the buffet rather, what I'm going to try today, and I might get branded an absolute maniac by some of you guys, but I'm taking my jumper so that I might be able to sit outside and eat my lunch, because yeah, I can't be bothered putting it all on a plate and then running around trying to find somewhere. So yeah, let's, I mean, it wouldn't be a cruise with me if we weren't going to the buffet or weren't going to get food. So let's get up and see what's on the menu, and I will touch base with you up there. Okay, so weirdly, sitting outside has actually worked out pretty well. This is probably the benefit to going to the sauna before you actually warm up. Food-wise, I've done the cardinal sin actually of going to the buffet and putting multiple nationalities on the plate, but right now we have got, hold that camera, we've got curry, we've got rice, we've got pasta, we've got chips, we've got a little bit of everything. But yeah, look, I'm going to just chill here. Unfortunately, there's no service out here, so I actually can't even get a drink, so I can't even complain about how long or how quick it comes in. But plan after here is to head down and go to the theatre show. And on the way, I'm going to head down. They've got like a future cruise meeting thing that apparently they've got some decent offers if you're looking to rebook. So I'll pop down there and see what that's looking like. And yeah, I'll see you guys down at the theatre. Okay, just left the theatre and the performance in there today was absolutely remarkable. I'll put a clip of it on now, but how they don't have those people performing at night, I will never understand. But yeah, now sun is beginning to go down, that's it, just left 4 PM. I am walking about the top deck, fully wrapped, eating, as you can probably have guessed, but eating candy floss from the Christmas market. Do you know, the way that they've done Christmas on this ship has actually been really, really nice. So I'm currently having candy floss walking about, and I am going to go back, get a hot chocolate, and sit and watch a bit of a movie now. Next time I'll speak to you guys will be, I think, back down in the room where I'll give you an overview of tonight. Okay, so as you can probably tell, I'm now back in my room and ready to head back out tonight. Now, the theme tonight on the ship is actually Elegant Night, and that has caught me completely off guard because I didn't actually realise that MSC did an Elegant Night. So it turns out that, it's Elegant tonight. 2 nights ago it was a gala night, and I think there's going to still be like a white night or a white party coming up. So I'm actually going to do a totally separate video on if you're cruising with MSC, what are all the different theme nights, because actually to know in advance means that you can pack a bit better, you can actually plan what you're doing every night. So for example, we had a Gatsby party a few nights ago, there was a Hollywood party last night, and some guests who have obviously been with MSC before were dressed up. Now, I would personally not want to dress up at all for any of those parties, but I completely appreciate that there are a lot of people who, if they know it's a Gatsby party, they actually would quite like to throw a costume or something in their bag that would make them feel a little bit more part of it. So yeah, I'll do a totally separate video on that. Now, with it catching me off guard, I am literally wearing just a shirt with like chinos and my just dress shoes, I guess, but I feel quite casual for a night that's called Elegant, so we'll wait and see how that pans out, but hopefully it should be fine. Now, my plan for tonight, I said earlier that the solo traveller meetup is on tonight, and I'm so thrilled at that because I genuinely thought when I got on in Southampton and didn't see it, for whatever reason, MSC had just stopped doing it. So amazing to see that that's back on the agenda. That's being held in a totally private venue, so you don't have that really awkward going in and trying to figure out who on earth is on their own, because everybody in that room that it was booked into will be a solo. So not only that, but it's also a hosted event, so there'll be a member of crew there to, I guess, help welcome you if there's people that maybe people might find that a little bit awkward, so they can help you talk. I just absolutely, I think it was great what MSC are doing. So hopefully when I go down there, it's not, I mean, it might just be me in a room, who knows. Hopefully it's not just me and we can maybe try and meet some more people. But yeah, really, really big thumbs up. So if you're thinking of traveling solo, at the moment, I would still give a big thumbs up to MSC. But maybe I should touch base with you after this meetup in case something goes completely pear-shaped. But at the moment, big thumbs up. Now, after that tonight, I have got two kind of different things to do tonight. So first up, I am going for a speciality dinner to Butcher's Cut, which is one of the speciality restaurants on here. So that essentially is the steakhouse on board, and I've never tried it before, but I've seen a couple of you guys who've been on recently and also heard nothing but absolute rave reviews from some of the guys that are on the ship this week. So hoping that's going to be good. So me and one of the other solos are nipping down to that. So of course I will take you with me and I will show you the food and I will talk to you after about how it is. And then after that tonight, I am heading along to the carousel show. So earlier in this video, actually, you will have seen the carousel parade that happened in the Galleria with the big dome roof. Now that is, I don't know if it is still Cirque du Soleil, it certainly used to be on MSC, and oh, the shows are just excellent. So if you book in advance, you save a little bit of money. So I booked my ticket before getting on the ship and I paid £9 and that price includes a cocktail. Or if you want to buy a ticket when you get on the ship, you pay £15 and that price includes a cocktail. So definitely worth getting online before you cruise, because if you want to do the two shows before you get on the ship, it would be £18. But if you want to do them when you get on the ship, it's £30. So it is actually quite a big saving, especially if you are, for example, a couple or a family of 3, 4, 5 people. There's quite a lot of money to be saved there. Now, that is probably one of my, in fact, you know, I think it is my favourite show that I've ever seen at sea. The quality is just so high and it's so impressive what they can do. It's in that, with the Carousel Lounge it's in, which is that theatre at the back, which, I mean, it's an amazing venue. So I won't be able to show you the show tonight, just like it's very strict with like copyright and whatnot. So I will take a really quick pan when we go in before the show starts, but you're gonna have to take my word for it and you're gonna have to just try it when you come on your cruise. But yeah, last time I saw it, it was absolutely brilliant. But hey, look, that brings me to, yes, time to go. My tactic with these solo events is always to arrive like 2 or 3 minutes late, just so that you're not the first one there. Some people would love to be the first one in the room and they can kick off all the conversation. That is not me at all. I would much rather walk into a situation where everyone's like already there, or people have kind of got rid of that really, really awkward bit. So yeah, hopefully tonight we'll meet some more people, but let's get out, let's explore the ship, and yeah, I'll see you down at Butcher's Cut. Okay, night over. So to recap on tonight, really good. What I would say is Butcher's Cut, to be honest, it was great, but probably not as good as the Mexican. I am just such a fan of Ola, and while tonight was good, it wasn't quite there, but it's probably all personal preference. Like, the steak that we had was excellent. The room that you're in is really, really nice. So I would say, look, give it a go. If you are a huge fan of a steakhouse, then you're absolutely gonna love that. The one thing that I would say is that the difference on this ship at the moment between main dining room, so complimentary dining, and speciality restaurants, so in other words, the ones you pay for, that gap seems to be actually quite significant, and potentially more significant than I have seen on other ships this year. So like on Princess, for example, I found that when I ate in the speciality restaurants, I actually kind of missed the food in the main dining room, whereas tonight I would say that the speciality experience was so much higher that they don't really compare. So definitely worth, if you are coming on this ship, definitely think about trying that speciality, because I have definitely noticed a big shift and a big difference. Now, carousel show. So I was so excited for that, as you know, and we just went down there to get in, and annoyingly they've had to cancel the show tonight, which, yeah, not ideal. It's also very rare they would do that, so they said it was due to like technical difficulties, so not sure what's going on behind the scenes. I was obviously at the Future Cruise presentation in that theatre earlier, and everything seemed okay, but I know that that show uses quite a lot of it uses quite a lot of equipment and quite a lot of, without ruining it for you, there's stuff flying everywhere. So yeah, hopefully that is going to be rescheduled for 2 days time. So on the 4th of January when we dock in Rotterdam, they're planning to reschedule it that night. So I guess that's giving you a bit of a hint for what's coming up in the future, which will be that show. But look, for now, we are gonna head down, so me and the other solos are gonna go to the main theatre show, which tonight, what is it tonight? It's called Moon Dance tonight. So it's basically like Frank Sinatra and all that kind of thing. So it'll be decent to just grab a drink and go and chill out for an hour. So we're gonna go to that, and then it'll be an early night for me because I have been up too late the last couple of nights, and I'm at the point where now I just need to get an early night and recharge. So tomorrow morning we dock in Zeebrugge at 7 in the morning. So I'm planning to get up to head into Bruges because I've heard nothing but good things. So hopefully in my next video I'll be showing you what a day in Bruges is like if you visit on a cruise ship, and I would love you obviously to come along and follow along on that one. But yeah, I guess all that's left to say is if you've enjoyed this video, which I really hope you have, then please think about giving it a thumbs up, which you should be able to do just underneath the video. And also, if you think about subscribing to the channel, it would be brilliant to have you along on the journey as well. So yeah, I guess that's it. So good night from MSC Virtuosa, and I will see you tomorrow morning in Bruges in Belgium. Thanks for watching, guys. Good night. Bye.